Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano and Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at both charts, Cardano and Bitcoin. But before we start, we're going to take a look at just the winners of the last 24 hours. We can see Sandbox going up. Still at the price where my sell order triggered here at 673. It was when my last sell order triggered, as mentioned in the last video. So far, looking good. Was the top so far. Need to see if that price is pushing any higher. Cosmos looking good. Curve DAO that I've never really talked on this channel about as well, 10%. Polygon, I cover it. Engine Coin I cover. Cardano I cover. Phantom I cover. And all of these basically are doing really, really well. Theta I did cover before. Oasis never covered. IOTEX I covered before. Chili's, I think the video is still outstanding. Mana I covered. Algo. So they're all looking good. And the Near Protocol so far. And all of these pretty much the winners of the last 24 hours. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin continuing to be in an uptrend in my view, but we lost quite a bit of its value, or Bitcoin lost quite a bit of its value in the last few hours. We also moved here, as you can see, below this immediate uptrend. So we also lost the 50k and we lost this immediate uptrend as you can see here. So this is getting a bit challenging now for Bitcoin, but this is sometimes how Bitcoin's price increases work. We take a look here at the last time, what we did back from the beginning of October. Here you can see we moved up here as well. From there, sometimes we lost that first uptrend, built a new uptrend, and this is how it works. Sometimes you move up, you move in a straight line, you move up further. Then you have a wick down, you move up again, move sideways, and you come down again quite strongly. And so this is what we might be doing at the moment in this current uptrend, just have a bit of a stronger correction. And we did this here before in July as well. We moved up quite strongly, and then you have a dip. We moved up, and then you have a dip. But Bitcoin, as you can see here, not holding above the 50-day 50k unfortunately. If we zoom in, you can also see that we lost the 21-day EMA here. Yes, we dropped below that quite strongly. And yeah, overall, because we lost the 50k and 21-day EMA, not looking too good, to be honest. I think But still, I think we are in this uptrend for now. It's too early to say, is this uptrend over? We are still above the previous high. So at the moment, in my view, nothing to worry about. I did tell you anyway that unless we are above the 52k level, this move up into this target area is not really confirmed. But so far, it is only a small dip, in my view, in an uptrend, even though we lost it here. They lost the uptrending line. But overall, what I said when we started to move up here is that anybody who wants to trade this, and that is valid for all the altcoins as well, because many altcoins are following Bitcoin here on its way up, outperforming Bitcoin as well, but setting a stop loss below the previous low, because should Bitcoin go below the previous low, I think we are unlocking very, very strong lower prices of a below 40k range. Until then, this is all still a range. We stay here currently in the range below the previous high of the wave A, so below 52k, and we are continuing to move up within it. But yeah, this last price dip was quite strong compared to what we did before, and we just need to see what Bitcoin does now to recover. It was looking like a decent wedge, so we are now dropping here, and this looks quite impulsive as well. So yeah, it's quite a strong sell-off. Let's see if Bitcoin is able to recover. We dropped all the way into the oversold area, did recover from that. Overall, at the moment, my expectation would still remain that we continue our way up into the yellow target area, and this would only get invalidated below a price of 45.5k. Until then, we stay in these higher levels here and continue to climb up. And another key support level, in my view, so there are two support levels now along the way. The first one here actually where we found support now is 49.5. That is basically that previous high here. The next one is here, that previous high from there, where I put that blue resistance support zone, which is at 48k, between 48 and 47.7k. Overall, yeah, that is pretty much the news on Bitcoin. I expect here further continuation still, but this gets less likely the lower we drop below these key support levels. But this move up would only be invalidated below 45.5k. ADA also holding quite well actually compared to Bitcoin, to be honest. Wouldn't have expected that, but it is, which is good for every ADA holder. If I make that here on the 1 hour chart, we can actually see, just zooming out, what I showed you in the last video was here my view that we came up here in a larger wave 1, moved down in a larger wave 2 all the way down to 120. Then we started to move up here in a new uptrend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, came all the way down in an ABC correction, which was also a wave 4 in my view. And now we are starting, that's what I said in the last video, now we are starting a new uptrend here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was the most likely scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see that again, it's pretty much doing that at the moment, making another higher low here. This really could have been that smaller wave 1, because a wave 1 retraces, or wave 2. So if we do that, after the ABC, you start a new uptrend, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could have been the wave 2 here, yeah. And again, this looks quite likely, because after this ABC correction where we came down this 3-stage move, also to the 1.618 extension of that wave A. So I showed it to you, that's what makes it quite likely as well, because that is typically the price target for a wave. Need to use the wick here. That is typically the price target for a wave C. So now we've got it covered. So there you can see the price target for that wave C came very, very, very close to the 1.618 extension. So that is typically the wave target for the wave C, and the wave C did hit it. So the 1.618 extension of the wave A. Now we're moving up in a new uptrend in my view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was wave 1. Wave 2 now to the downside. That is quite likely in my view, because the wave 2 normally retraces quite strongly. And in this case, we came down all the way to the 0.618 fib level here, even a little bit lower at 141. And now we're starting again to the upside. Now it doesn't make it easier that Bitcoin's dropped quite strongly, but as Bitcoin dropped this time, Cardano dropped as well, but not really strong, not really strong. So it's looking quite good for Cardano at the moment, and we could expect some further continuation here now in a wave 3. If that is valid, what I'm doing here and what I'm showing here, and from a wavecon perspective, I think it is. It's just the thing is this really what we're seeing here? But yeah, if it is, then what would I expect as next key resistance for Cardano? Let's just draw the fibs once more. And then you could expect this price in a wave 3 to land at least at the 1.618 extension at 152. So there you go. I put a price target here. Let's see if we are going to get there. Keep you updated about that. At least the 1.618. There you go. I would say we might be getting into this area then between 200% and the 1.618, between 152 and 156. So I'll keep you updated about that one. And that'd be great to see that play out like that. And if we take a look at ADA BTC, we should see that ADA is holding fairly well compared to Bitcoin. And there you can see it, that in that latest drop down here for Bitcoin, Cardano has actually moved up compared to what Bitcoin is doing, which is great. That means Cardano found support here at these EMAs on the ADA BTC chart, not making a higher high, but at least going up all the way up to the previous high here. We now need to push higher to continue ADA outperforming Bitcoin, because it did that now in the last few days, coming out all the way out of this descending channel. And we've been you know, the price has really been outperformed by Bitcoin for weeks now, and it's time for ADA to turn around. Otherwise, it would just get, you know, continue to be outperformed by Bitcoin. But yeah, I thought that we would see a turnaround here. Now we didn't. It was a key support level for ADA BTC. Then we started to drop down further, really bleeding out compared to Bitcoin. But that downtrend was slowing down, and we saw this bullish divergence here on the RSI on the 4-hour. Not only on the 4-hour, we saw it on the daily as well. All of these signs that this downtrend should really stop and be slowing down. So here on the daily, a bullish divergence as well on the RSI, making lower lows on the price but higher lows on the RSI. And hopefully this is now playing out, because Cardano needs to push higher. Otherwise it will just drop below key support levels, and possibly the recovery will then take much longer. Next target here for ADA BTC is this 55-day EMA at 2995. Alright, so hopefully you liked the update about Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.